All right, so today's been a pretty busy day of just running around. Christian's showing us the whole Sugarland area. I've been here once before, but we pretty much just hung out around the Athlete Gym. Brittany's never been to Texas before, so we got a tour of the gym, we got a tour of the city that Christian lives in, drove all around, did some errands, and now we are here making some lunch. So it's gonna be pre-workout meal. Actually, the first thing we're eating today, aside from a Quest bar, and it's...
Are you taking this?
2 o'clock already. No, it's all you, man. Christian's got some icon meals, so he's cooking us up a pre-workout meal.
4 ounces of ground turkey, we have 5 egg beaters per person. So 4 ounces split, that's all per person.
What are you making over there, Britt?
Steak salad.
Steak salad. Kelvin, what do you got, chicken?
This is my bowl. Yeah, it's just some chicken, man.
Just chicken bowl? We're tired from yesterday, but we're gonna go hit some kind of push workout. So chest, shoulders, maybe tries, maybe we'll save arms for the next day. We don't know, but we're about to jump into it now. I don't even know if I filmed today or not, but what I do know is I've never in my life sweat like this. Like you hear the humidity's so bad, everyone's sweating like crazy, their shirts are soaked, and in your head you just think, all right, it's hot. It's not that hot. It's that hot. We just got done with the workout. You'll see an awesome edit on Christian's channel over there. But after we finish our workout, we just hit 25 minutes of cardio. And it's like 300% humidity. But I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like it because we don't really sweat like this back home. I don't really sweat very often anyway, no matter how hot it is. But I can tell you for sure that my shirt is absolutely soaked. So I
Kelvin and Hot.
Hey, this is Kelvin. For those who don't know Kelvin, hey guys, he's the one behind all the awesome edits, the film on Christian's channel, and now one of my new best friends. Hey. I'm veiny as fuck, bro. Hey man, I'm trying.
Spidey veins.
All right, so we are off to the gym this morning. We wanted to get an earlier workout in to get out of the way, especially before the weather gets even worse than it was yesterday. So we are going to go in for, what are we just doing? Arms today, right?
Just bicep and triceps.
Bicep, tricep workout today. Britt, you doing arms too, or?
Yeah.
All right, so we're all just gonna hit an arm workout. This morning I had a Greek yogurt. It was like one of these whipped Greek yogurts. It's cherry chocolate flavor. So that's got 15 carb, 9 protein, and 0 fat, and then I had a protein shake with that. So nothing too crazy, but we took a little bit of pre-workout, so we'll be good to go. And I got my stuff in my new bag. So if you guys haven't checked these out yet, look at this. Just look at the detail on these new Athlete backpacks. So the zippers, everything from the zippers down to all the pockets. So it's got the laptop pocket, it's got a pocket down here, so if you have like wet or sweaty clothes after the gym, pretty much everything that you could need in a bag. It's got a lot of detail on it, very comfortable right here. It's not too thick and bulky, so definitely check these out because they will be gone if they're not gone already on the website. But we're about to hit the gym in just a few minutes. Pre-workout already kicked in, so we gotta get there quick, and then we'll talk to you guys in the gym. So we just stopped at the gas station to pick up some gallons of water because yesterday we made the mistake of, well, not drinking water. And I think whatever was in Brittany's Umoro evaporated during the time we were at the gym. So after doing cardio, I probably lost a few pounds of water weight. So make sure that we drink these while training today.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good.
Tim, what's
bro?
up, man?
Your
How you
hands
doing?
are full.
Good, bro. All right, what's going on, guys? So we are here doing a commentary, and I want to answer some questions that I've been personally getting about competing since I did commit to a show, which is in about 8 weeks or so, and I've never done a show before, so this will be my first one. But I do have Christian here with me who has competed before, so I'm going to go over some of the questions that might be better suited for him because he has experience and competition history. So we'll start out by asking him some personal questions about his competition history. So I guess, how old were you when you first did your show, your first show ever?
Well, first, Matty, thank you for having me on this show. But excuse us, guys, it's a little bit late right now. It's like 11 p.m. We're going through this. But so I was 19 when I did my very first show. I was a teen physique competition. So I've done, this coming show will be my 4th show ever. I competed at 19, 21, 22, and this will be my 3rd one at 20, or 4th one at 23.
And I'm sure you guys are aware, but I'll just throw this out there anyway. If for whatever reason you're not following Christian, he does document this in a series called Summer Shredding where he takes you through his entire prep. Again, I'm sure you've watched it before, but what are some things that you struggled with or that you struggle with as you get closer to competition?
No, I think that not only that I struggle with, but just prep in general. I mean, you're putting your body in a caloric deficit for a prolonged period of time. A lot of times people diet for 8 weeks, 12 weeks, 16, 20, and it can go 24, 30. There's really no time limit that people prep. And just being in a caloric deficit, there's no way around it. Your body's going to be fatigued. You're going to get tired. It takes a big toll on you, not only mentally but also physically. I think that mentally it's almost tougher just because it's so easy to start thinking negatively. It's easy to feel drained and feel tired and want to complain, and just that's really the biggest struggle. In order to mitigate those struggles, I think that allowing yourself enough time to prep. Even myself, I know my first show was like an 8-week prep. Second one was a 12-week. The third one was I think 13 or 14. And this prep right now, I actually did an 18-week prep. I got about 5 weeks left.
How does it affect like your personal life, family, relationships, friends, that kind of thing?
Oh, no matter what anyone says, it is going to affect your personal life. It's going to affect your friendships, relationships. Now, I think that being aware is the biggest thing. Being aware that, hey, you know what? I've been dieting for a while. My temper's I'm probably getting a little bit frustrated, a little bit quicker. I don't have the same patience that I used to. But being aware of that and being sure that you go out of your way to, keep those friendships, to keep those relationships alive. Even spending time with family. You may not be able to go out to eat, and you may not want to put yourself in those tempting positions. But there's always ways to make time and to be sure that you keep those relationships. Like I said.
Yeah, I think the most important thing that you said was being aware of it. I think a lot of people are in denial. They just think, when you get that, when you get irritated very easily, they think they might have just had a bad day, but they don't actually realize it's the diet that can be doing that to them. So
literally, I mean, it's like if you feel restricted from anything for a prolonged period of time, I mean, you're going to get frustrated, you're going to get angry, you're going to get, it's just natural.
So that's kind of talking about Christian's personal experience. Now let's just jump into a few general questions. So maybe the pros and cons of competing. I think a lot of people look at a competition as the opportunity to get more exposure, maybe social media, maybe they'll make some money, get a sponsorship. Have you noticed any of that in this industry, or do you think that that's a reason people should be competing?
I think that there was a time where competing did result in more exposure. It resulted in money and sponsorships. But to be honest with you guys, I think that nowadays, competing at local shows and things like that, it may bring, there might be some prize money. Yes, you can get some exposure, but I think that there's other ways now to document that, document your journey, document your life and your dieting, your competition. Social media now, many of these companies that are reaching out to sponsor are really looking at social media numbers, your Instagram, your YouTube, your engagement, things like that. And by putting more effort into that, I feel like that can actually lead to better opportunities. I don't think competing right now does not correlate to money, sponsorships, and exposure, in my opinion.
So what would you say for someone who is looking to compete at their first show? I guess it's going to be different for everyone, but how long do you recommend someone prep for? And do you think that if it's your first competition, you should hire a coach or do it on your own?
100% hire a coach, especially if it's your first, second. Honestly, guys, you can have your 7th, 8th, 9th show and still have a coach. It's always nice to have the outside eye, the outside opinion. You don't have to think about it. It's one less stress that you have to think about. You just have a goal. You have your weekly check-in, you have your macros, you have your assignment, you get that done, and then you almost trust. You got to find someone that you really do trust and put yourself in their hands and just go with that. I think that, how long should you prep for? Like Matty said, it's very dependent on the person. A lot of these coaches now online, if you're looking at online coach guys, a lot of them are going to be completely happy giving you an estimate of how much time, they think you need. And I would definitely say to get that done, get opinions from coaches and see how long you should really take to prep.
Yeah, I think a lot of people rush into their first show and they underestimate the actual process of it. So with that, talking about competing, I think people are under the impression that all you do is you get lean and then you step on stage, but there is some more that goes into it. They seem like small things, but people kind of wait till the last minute.
Mm-hmm. There's so much. You have your tanning, you have your card to actually compete in the organizations, you have your board shorts, you have travel fees, hotel fees if you're traveling, out of town. I would say the tanning, you're looking at $100, $200. Competition cards, I know the MPC, I want to say it was like $200, and then you have to pay for the actual division that you're doing. And if you want to do more than one division, you pay more. And all the guests that want to come, your family, your friends, they have to pay as well to get in. And so, anything you want to add to that, Matty?
We talked about not giving yourself enough time. So what do you think is another common issue you see for people competing?
Posing is huge, guys. Like, I can't explain enough. There's so many times you see guys like walk on stage that are absolutely shredded, and even girls with bikini, they look so good. Their bodies look so good. You can tell that they have worked their asses off. They have done everything to the T. But when it comes down to posing, if you don't practice enough, I've seen this happen so many times. Someone with a subpar physique to the best physique on stage will win because their posing is where they look more natural and smooth on stage. You may not, the winner may not have the best physique. They might not be the most lean, but they have that overall package. They can have, the posing with the physique, with the smile. The stage presence means so much. And so really taking your time to practice, record yourself, and you should be able to walk into your routine in seconds. Finding what positions you look the best in from the angles that the judges are looking at you, and really just perfecting those and getting a nice transition for all the poses. And also being sure that if you get called up for comparisons, like top 5, top 7, whatever it is, that you can hold those poses for minutes at a time. Because you're not just going to do a 10-second routine. If you get called back up, they're going to compare you guys. They're going to have you on the front. They're going to have you on the back. You're going to have to hold it for 7, 8, 9, 10 seconds. And I think that I remember last year I actually cramped up because I wasn't used to holding it for that long. I was kind of cramping up, and I had to like shake my leg on stage, and it looked really bad. So just be sure that you really do practice holding those poses. If you do get top 2, top 3, like, you should be able to stay on stage for minutes at a time holding your poses and keeping your smile. Yeah,
I've heard that from a lot of competitors, that you put in 24, 30 weeks to get ready for the stage, and you don't practice your posing, and it makes your physique not what it should be.
Yeah.
So. All right, cool. So I think that really covers a lot about competing. I hope a lot of people that have been asking the questions about it, this answered some of them for you. Do you have any last words for maybe people?
Yeah, I feel like the overall vibe of this was kind of just talking about the negatives, but competing is an amazing thing, guys. Competing is something that you can set a goal towards. It's something that you don't have to hit a true 5% body fat your first show ever. I mean, you can step on stage, gain that confidence, gain that experience. And
I would say that's awesome advice. Like I say, guys, this is going to be the first time I'm ever stepping on stage, so it's going to be an experience for me, and I'm documenting that series here on YouTube as well. So it's called Life on Prep for a reason, trying to share the ins and outs, the good and the bad things that come with it. So hopefully you guys did learn something from this. If you're interested in competing, hopefully this cleared some things up for you, whether it's for you or not, but that's a decision that you have to make. So I just want to say thank you to Christian for not only doing his voiceover here, but for having us here for a couple of days. We got to spend some time at the Alpha Elite gym. We got some good workouts in, some good footage, and more importantly, just a really great friend. It was awesome to spend some time. And we will be back soon, so you guys can look forward to more videos. And you want any last words, man?
Just thank you for having me on here, Matty. And I've been friends with Matty for literally years now. I remember the first time we talked on the phone, I was staying at my parents' house after college for a few months, and we just talked about like life and business and opening a small gym, and there's not too many people I stay in touch with nowadays, in the fitness YouTube community, but Matty's always been one that's been there. Just an overall amazing person, and nothing but good things to say. So follow Matty, go check my channel out if you want, and just thank you for having me.
That's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video, and we will talk to you all in the next one.